All right, okay, so before I forget, so Pam came in the house and she was saying something. She was like, "Oh, I gotta go to Key Food." All right, look at the hand signal. Say, they're touching themselves. Look, remember all that touching that they do? Like, come on, dude, you don't need to be fixing your jacket that much. Look, he's still he's still talking. Still trying to fix his jacket. Anyhow, so she come in and she's like, "I gotta go to Key Food." No, she's like, "Oh, I don't know what to get at Key Food." I said, "Well, you get food, right?" I said, so she was like, "Yeah, I know that, you know." And she was like, "Listen, Mr. Man." And I'm like, "Wait, I have not heard her call me that, Mr. Man, in over a decade. Okay, from the time that she started to, and what I think, when they conditioned her, brainwashed her into targeting me. A lot of times she's like she'll say boy, or if I walk by, oh boy, you know. So I started saying oh girl, right? But today, huh?
Can I get some spaghetti?
Yes, fine. Okay, that's fine.
Put some hot sauce on it.
Okay. So yeah, right. So there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, I was kind of taken by surprise, you know, to be honest. You know, because like I said, normally, how you doing? Normally they, you know, normally they have her trying to call me a boy. You know, it's that racist thing. So I started calling her girl. You know.
Daddy, we're not in school fighting.
look, I got to turn because I'll tell you how they walk past me and they like do the staring dead in my face. Right? So why? Because you know, I can basically expose them now. All right, and you know, they're trying to the movement is to try to get you in a paranoid state, right? So it's kind of trying to put you in a trance-like state when they do these synchronized movement. You know, the look walking by, staring in your face, or flashing a light in your face. That sort of thing, because they know that, again, it's preconditioned, right? It's subconscious preconditioning, the things that they do. Okay.
Mr. Dog, give us color ID.
Watch the dog. Oh, you step in the dog, little girl. Careful. You gotta look at where you're walking. All right. All right. I mean, it's dry, but still, when you get in the house, you gotta get some. I'll get some disinfectant wipes and wipe it off for you. All right. So you gotta take it off.
Stepping you, dog.
All right, but you gotta take off your shoes before you get in the house. Yeah, you know. So what they do is, particularly using silent sound when you're sleeping, they're conditioning your subconscious. And not also that, but the heavy remote door monitoring. Right. So, like I said this morning when I was waking up out of my sleep, you know, the first thing that came into my mind was what that cop said to me last night. Okay, and as soon as that came back into my mind, immediately following after was he hit a police siren. All right, went into the bathroom to take a pee. As soon as I finished peeing, police siren. Again, the intrusive, the extremely and you know, egregious. Am I using the right word here? the gross violation. And in grievous, where you going, man? So he's driving a great car. So he's driving up past the, you know, the intersection here, or the crosswalk, I should say. You know, this is what they do. How they move, right? He stopped his vehicle. Because as soon as he see me crossing, then he wants to drive up using his vehicle. Okay, come on. All right. So yeah, and again, they try to play this game, this cat and mouse game, this, this like there's some race or some cat and mouse or some shit like that, right? And listen, I know what they've done. They think they got a lot of people fooled, but not me. What they've done behind the scene covertly, like I said, they think that nobody's going to think that or believe us when we say these things, the covert drugging, the covert manipulation, the use of honey traps, right? The deception, the lies. This is what they're all about. This is what they do. You know, they have a history of these things. All right, and when they want to talk about history, just follow their history, because they think that when they do things covertly, you don't know. You don't know. You think that you're acting on your own accord. No, you're not. You're being manipulated. You just don't even know it. Okay? You just don't even know it. People will come into your life, say that they're this and that, and then you find out that that's not who they are. That's not even the person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on now. Why? To take down potential leaders, particularly in the black community. Okay? And women has always been a tool that these racists can use against men, particularly against black men. You know? Like I was just sitting there with my son, we was watching a whole video on paternity fraud by women, because I need him to understand these things, you know, so that I got to tell him, I said, you know, stay away from these girls. You don't know what kind of parents they have. You don't know how they're being raised. And particularly today, they're hypersexualized. And, you know, amongst teenagers today, particularly in the black community, black teenagers, you know, rampant STD infection. Year after year. Same thing with black adults. Our community is being used, the people in our community is being used against each other. And there's a myriad of weapons that they use against us. We have no idea, no clue. Like I said, but it's my purpose to expose these things. And they're not going to deter me from doing that, regardless of the threats. Oh, look at the perp come outside. He always be the favorite guy I usually call the fire department. Right? You look at the back of his window. We know where you live, bro. You look up at the sky. We know where you live, bro. Ain't nothing in the sky. Ain't no God up there. All right? They love to do this shit because, you know, it's what is called the power of association. Right? And I understand these things. So, like I said, I'm ready. Let's go. Come meet me.